Hello everyone, Teacher here and welcome back to another video. Today we had the bomber update, which I'm gonna name it, and there's also been a bunch of other stuff, and some of it is interesting, and some of it is really good, and some of it is right out crap. If you're ready, let's take a closer look. So I want to start out with the positive, and the positive is the elves actually. Arwen is getting a second run, third run honestly, so she's getting a second rerun, which overall is a third run. Elladan is also gonna be getting his run, his return, and she's gonna be coming back on the 9th of October, and he's gonna come back on the 11th. So, and they both last 7 days, that means he's done on the 18th, and I feel we all expected that the elves would probably be like Elrond return would be start October at the very latest, but it seems like it's going to be end of October, maybe November. So this is where I am now. So I'm at least have 3 weeks to still farm, which basically is on average 10 shards per day. These are the 3 that I need left. I have Neramiri done. And overall, I think it's really great that they get reruns, and I understand why Arwen, she has a second rerun, overall a third run, and that is because she is on the Shadow side, and Shadow is more hard to acquire. Especially if you do Ironhide, then you've already known it if you've been there and you can farm her. 5-free Shadow hard is Ironhide, you get it as a character to use, you cannot use your own, so that is really difficult for some people. Now another very positive thing is Legolas has been added to the arena store. This is something I was really curious about. When would we see characters added to the actual stores? And this is really exciting also because he's such a great character to have added. Like they've really been selling him, like say, hey, you're gonna want to build him, he's gonna have the highest damage, he has a high speed, he has crit, he has elf stuff. So basically, you could do a second elf team with Legolas when you get the 2 from the Ballin Marquise. I am actually considering going for them, and I would say this has definitely pushed me in the direction of saying, you know what, I might 5-star them, because now I can farm Legolas. That means my Éomer has been put on hold. He was around 150 shards away, and yeah, I might not finish him. I might buy him a little bit here and there, the 10s, but we'll see. So, another thing that's gonna happen is that we're gonna get the Ballin Adventure. It's gonna come in 3 days and, well, basically 4 days for me. At present time, it's gonna come on Monday, and it's gonna be really interesting. Hopefully, I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying to see what is the minimum I can get through with, because I don't plan to 5-star him. We're gonna be talking a little bit more about dwarves actually, so that is what it is. Now, the thing I actually want to go into and talk more about is the actual raid. So, they have changed something here, and let's actually go ahead and find it. Show all, and is it this dude? No, it's not him. Firestarter. I don't. Oh, that's the bomber. Definitely not him. That's Skull Crusher. Okay. Wait, what? Angler? Okay, I cannot find him. Anyways, the thing about it is that the War Guard has now been changed. He no longer applies Taunt. That means he just applies Provokes. Now it's very unique. In Chapter 1, he's only gonna be applying 1 Provoke. In Chapter 2, 2 stacks. Chapter 3, 2 stacks. So there is an increase there. And the bomber is now working. Let's actually go and get him here. If you get him to 5 stacks, he's gonna drop the bomb. If you get him between 1 and 4 stacks, he's gonna hit you. 5 stack, he always hits his own team, so now it's even better. And here it is, blast. Yeah, fatal blow and 50% of max health. So that's basically what you have to consider. And overall, there's been a minor speed change, but one thing I want to point out, they haven't changed the max speed. That means the speed trick for chapter 3, difficulty 3, is still in effect. So you can still cheese it, so to speak, with fast characters that are low level. So if you want to do that, fear not, they haven't fixed it, and I actually really like that they didn't fix that. They could have changed something there. And that is basically what I want to cover about the raids. Now I want to cover something very else entirely, because those who are in the official Discord has seen it already, and there's been a lot of speculation. But the first thing first, Gimli is now farmable. So both Legolas and Gimli are now farmable. Gimli is in the chapter 2, which means you are gonna take a big hit in your ability materials. However, he is only 8 energy, so you can farm a dwarf pretty easily. And that is the next thing, the fact that you can farm a dwarf. And you can actually get a dwarf another way. You can get Biffer in the normal supply store, and then I believe they also moved some. No, they didn't move anyone out actually. So it's a little bit more RNG. Legolas, however, is in the arena store, which I really like the fact that they moved him over here. Yeah, 127 shards left. But I really like they moved Legolas over here, because we were kind of like saying, give us something. Maybe we'll see Haradrim getting added to the guild store. Could be nice. That is definitely where we need a character the next time. I am afraid that they will add something useless, but then at the same time, I will give CG credit where it's due. The fact that they have added the new characters to farm nodes instead of moving the old ones out. I would still love to have Groho the Brute, but it is what it is. Now comes the negative. So if you don't want to hear negative, then cover your ears or maybe skip a minute or two. What the fuck has CG done? This weekly supply was amazing. And the only reason why it was amazing was basically this. Halbarad was farmable. Now they decided, new month, okay, let's remove him. And let's add other characters. It is so stupid, and I have no understanding why they did it. Like, especially just ripping players off. So, don't buy any characters in this store. I mean it. Like, if you wanna get Halbarad shots and you are like, should I buy this week? Go and buy it, because otherwise you're gonna be stuck farming it in the challenge store, which I hope they will increase an amount of getting those tokens per week, because it's horrendous, honestly. But yeah, Halbarad is gonna go out, so is Rogma, Miri, Herondale, and Sergeant Ara. That's okay. Honestly, not a big problem for me. And then the following characters will be added: Shagrat, Gas Ironhide, Fro, Feely, Keely. And I'm like, what the fuck? All of them are easily accessible. Ironhide, Guild Chapter 1. Why the hell would you add him in here? Like, if you know anyone who's new to the game, or spread it with your guild, don't do it. Honestly, like, I mean, what the fuck? The fact that you can buy him in here when you can buy a guild energy refresh and get more out of it. Shagrat, you can buy him in arena. I mean, again, what's the point? Fro is easily farmable. And that is actually also tying over into the next thing that I want to talk about, but let's go here first. Fro here is available in 1.9 hard. So, I mean, come on. What the frick, man? Feely and Keely, again, they're farmable. They're a little bit late, but they're farmable. Now, the one thing this suggests, and Biffer being able to buy with gems, and Gimli being farmable, and Balin coming out soon, a lot of people are speculating that this is gonna mean Dwarven unlock for a Shadow Legendary. Like, many people are thinking it's gonna be Asshawk. I'm honestly gonna say yes, that's a possibility, but I would more say that considering we now have a Ballin, we have a Biffer, we have a Gimli, Feely, and Keely, Fro, yeah, the spare one. I wouldn't be surprised if we got one more marquee in the end of October. That's a dwarf. Could be Dwalin. Dwalin. Yeah, there we go. I have to remember. It's been a little bit since I watched the movies, but I'm confident that I nailed that one. And that would give you characters for Thorin for December. I still believe that dwarves should unlock Thorin over an Azog, because that's basically where the toss-up is right now. Some people are speculating that it's gonna be Azog, that's gonna be the farmable, that's gonna be the legendary with dwarves unlock. That's okay, and that would be kinda cool, I guess, to some extent. The Bane of Dwarves, like, or the one who's hated amongst everything else. But at the same time, I'm a little bit confused. We just did Rivendell for the Lord Elrond, and we already have 3 Thorin's Company members, so it would make a whole lot more sense to me if you were to say, let's give them Thorin Oakenshield for Thorin's Company and then do one more. Because here we have one attack, and he would probably be a leader, so they need a tank, honestly. That's Thorin's Company. And then you could have the cheap man's option, the free-to-play. Not cheap, sorry, but the free-to-play. Again, really, I apologize for that. Or unless you're a Dolphin and you don't, and you just spend on some of them, but you don't spend on Fro. But then Fro would be a free-to-play option. Then you would actually have Thorin as a hybrid attack tank. Then you have Biffer as a support. You have an attacker. You have a healer, and then you have one more who comes out who's a tank that replaces Fro. And I honestly think that could make a lot of sense. They also made some change to the web store with gem listing, so you can spend through there. I would be a little bit skeptic of that at the moment because honestly, we've seen there is some bugs. And I don't know if they actually fixed it, so now you can just collect daily your chest, or if they still have that ridiculous actual 24-hour cooldown. I hope they fixed it, but I kind of guess that they haven't, based on how sometimes things happen. And there will be some offers coming to the store over time, so keep your eyes out on that. And then they just fix some stuff here and there. They fix some soft lock, they fix some other stuff, but from what I can read, they haven't fixed Frodo and Sam's stealth mechanics. And I guess maybe it's because they say, oh, we're monitoring it, and oh, what you know? We tested and now it's we can see that, yeah, it's happening, so I don't think they fix it. One thing they did fix, however, fixed an issue that inadvertently allowed certain passive abilities to be counted as boons and banes. This allowed characters like Frodo and Neramiri to trigger their passives in unintended ways, and I've already heard that is something that many people liked about Neramiri. Let's go find her passive here. Apparently there was something that could be triggered here a lot. Yeah, if this character already has stealth, gain 1 stack of nimble, there was something here that could grant her an insane amount of stacks. Again, I haven't built her. That's also why I would say I'm really happy about Legolas, because now there is maybe a reason to build the woodland elves. And honestly, this sets up for a Thranduil in 2024, like, but it's not anytime soon, so yeah. If you are 4-star elves here and there, I would suggest you have maybe just under a month to farm for Lord Elrond. If you can get him 5-star, that would be really great. And soon there's gonna be a raid here. I will be looking forward to testing chapter 1. So Dwarf seems to be unlocking something in December, I think. But it remains to be seen. Overall, the update, I would give it a B. I wouldn't even go as far as giving it a B+. And the reason for that mainly is that there's still bugs that haven't been fixed. I just don't think the Nuras with the summon has been fixed. You should be able to summon a Nuras no matter where. Shouldn't make you soft glitch, and also just the fact that they've this store is an amazing waste of time. Like, there's nothing useful in this store. Maybe these, I might actually buy them for Halberat so I can make him gear 9. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that. That's actually the only thing, because I'm gonna get him to 5 stars soon, so I need him for, what's it called? I need him for gear 9 for healing and everything. Like here, it's okay, but like look at this down here. These are okay, the fact that they haven't changed these. But overall, the changes are live, and it seems that they are working as intended. I've already heard some people scoring a 900k in their first attempt. So that's really nice. I'm looking forward to testing it. For those of you who are gonna test it, or who are thinking about, can we launch? Yes, you can launch. There is a Chapter 1 bomber fix that is waiting for you. Let me know what you think about this update in a comment down below. Do you agree with me that it's a B? How are you feeling about that they just made a weekly supply store useless? And what do you think is gonna be the unlock requirement for the December Legendary? And drop a like if you want to. See you all in the next one.